Hi there, in this video we're going to look at how we name and write formula for covalent compounds. Now if you remember, covalent compounds form between non-metals. So it's non-metal to non-metal bonding. Okay? So how do we name these compounds that are formed? Let's take this one here, IF5. Well, we name them in a similar way to how we named our ionic compounds. So we take the first part of the name, in this case this is iodine. The difference is we're going to use these things called prefixes. So for us to access this part, we need to talk about these things called prefixes. So we're going to use some prefixes. This one here, well, we've got 5 fluorine atoms going on here. So the prefix for 5 is penta. Well, let's start at the top here. So we've got mono, which is 1, di, 2, tri, 3, tetra, 4, penta is 5, hexa, 6, hepta, 7, you get the point, octa, 8, nona is 9, and finally deca for 10. So we're going to use these prefixes for our covalent compounds. So now we know that information, we know we've got iodine, and the prefix pre goes before, so it becomes iodine, penta, not fluorine, like in the ionic, we put the ID on the end, so pentafluoride. Iodine, pentafluoride. Let's try this one. What about this one? Well, first thing we need to do when we get given a formula is work out if the atoms or the elements involved are metals or non-metals. Well, nitrogen is a non-metal, so is oxygen. So it's non-metal to non-metal, therefore that equals covalent. So, how many have we got here? Well, we've got 2 nitrogens. So, we have to use a prefix because we've got more than one. So it's dinitrogen, penta, 5, penta, or pentoxide. When we use oxide, we get rid of the A here. For these ones, we get rid of the A's here and the O there because we don't have those 2 vowels together. So pentoxide, dinitrogen, pentoxide. So that's that one, and that's that one there. Let's do, what about this one here? If I was to write carbon monoxide. So we're going to write a formula based on a name now. This is something you're going to have to do. So carbon monoxide. Well, we need to find out the symbols for carbon. Carbon is C, mono, 1, oxide, oxygen. So there's 1 oxygen, so our formula is simply CO. One more. Let's look at the other important thing, I guess, to say as well before we do the last example is when there's 1 element on the front, we don't put mono, iodine, pentafluoride. So when there's 1, we're not going to put mono, iodine, pentafluoride, or mono, carbon monoxide. So when there's 1 on the first element, we don't put mono on it. So we just use the name. Last one here, we're going to use, have I got space? Let's do this one here. How do we name that? First part, there's 1 sulfur, but we're not going to say monosulfur, so we say sulfur. How many? 2 dichloride. sulfur dichloride. Right, so that's how we name and write formula for covalent compounds. Key parts are using these prefixes correctly. 5-penta in front of the second word and remembering the IDE on the end as appropriate. That's it. See you soon. Bye.